Welcome to Draw Detectives, where we solve a dumb mystery using even dumber drawings. I am your host, Julie LaPetite, and I am joined by my friends, Nathan Yaffe as Grendon
Hello.
Highforge.
Hi. Happy to be here.
You were really excited to get in
Eager
there.
to get in.
You're very happy to be here.
I hear my name. I'm like a dog. I want to run up and get some pets.
I'm also joined by Jacob Andrew
Hi,
as
I'm here
York.
too. York, Frog Duel, Bada Bing.
Bada bing!
Yeah, it's York's catchphrase.
Yeah, from the past 7 episodes.
Yeah.
You can't get this guy to stop saying bada bing.
Oh my god.
That's how we do it in the Northern Tribes. Oh.
Hey, come on.
And Karina
That's
as
me.
Rosé. Oh my god. This does not bode well for me the rest of this episode, huh?
That's me, Karina. Rosé.
What's
Oh,
your
boy.
catchphrase?
I'm walking here.
There it is.
Oh, we're all from the northern tribes of Brooklyn. Bada bing.
Man.
Let's do a recap, shall we?
Yeah.
Yee.
Yeah.
So, last episode we met Sam Ugg finally, and Grendon used his Grendon or Grandma.
Grandma, please.
Okay. Grandma used his ability to get some juicy info out of Sam Ugg.
It was tasty.
It was some tasty deets. Turns out that the party was actually a front for getting a bunch of people together, according to Sam.
That's what a party usually is. It was a trick to get a bunch of people together.
Get a bunch of people together to protect Soren.
There we go.
They failed.
Yeah.
They failed miserably in protecting Soren, it turns out.
They couldn't have done a worse job.
Yeah, whoopsie doodles. And also, we found out that Lotta runs a information network, and that she was a world-renowned thief, and that Sam kind of took a guess that the house wasn't owned by Lotta and Soren, but that it was a front for the information network. Sam also had the sheath.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
knife pajamas.
Knife clothes.
And
Yes.
a note
Oh.
for Dr. Lady.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Lady. Someone wanted to go on a date with Dr. Lady.
Dr. Nice Lady, yeah.
Dr. Nice Lady.
Yeah. But I think that was basically all that Sam had for you.
All right.
So should
Okay.
we get going?
Yeah.
Let's get going.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Let's go.
So you have only 3 rooms left for you to investigate.
Mhm.
I
Do
hope
you have
the
any,
killer's in one of them.
what says you haven't met them already?
Have we?
Ho-ho.
Have we? Is it you?
Is it
I'm
you?
not- what?
That'd be a twist.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be quite a twist. Also, very difficult for me to pull off, I think.
Why?
Well, that's what makes it such a twist.
Well, because no one said I've been at this party.
Everyone's making it incredibly difficult to do anything. Nothing's
That's
off
true.
the table anymore.
Is it always like this, Jancy? Every time you try to do investigating, everyone wants to hamper you in every feasible way?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe this job isn't for me.
I hate this job.
I'm actually like 24. This job just really ages you.
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh,
Very
that-
stressful.
That's rough.
Yes.
You don't look a day over 23.
Thank you, Grandma.
You're welcome.
I kid. I'm older than that. Anyway, where do you want to go?
You guys aren't going to believe this,
Huh?
Uh-huh.
but I'm hungry.
We were just in the pantry.
I thought we...
We were just in a food room.
Yeah, and I ate the food in there, but that only filled one of my stomachs.
Do you need another Yorkie snack?
I need something more substantial than a Yorkie snack. I was hoping maybe
I'll take a Yorkie snack.
You cannot have a Yorkie snack.
I feel like we're glazing over the information we were just given here.
It's all pretty standard stuff. I filled one stomach in the pantry, and I got to fill my other stomach in the dining room. So that's where I want to go.
All right, we're gonna exhaust all the food rooms. This is the last food room.
Yeah,
York.
you cannot be hungry after this.
Well, once my second stomach is full, I'll be done eating
Okay.
for the next 2 days.
Is that why you poop so much?
It is. That's why the volume of poop is very high. I poop.
I understand now.
Dining room it is. Let's just move on away from another poop conversation.
Huh?
Let's go.
Conversation follows us where we go.
I empty both stomachs at once.
No. Let's head on over to the dining room.
Yay. Ooh.
Oh.
Look at this tall drink of water.
Is there a hot boy in here?
Yeah, behind all the tall drinks of water.
Good.
Very good. Very good.
Jancy, you didn't tell me there's going to be a hot boy in here.
I wasn't sure what people looked like.
You got to warn a guy.
Okay,
Before
I'll
you-
keep that in mind for next time.
I thought you already talked to everyone.
I didn't talk to anyone.
The whole Justice family is just a bunch of hotties.
Bunch
huh?
of lookers. You're telling me.
Dang.
Huh.
Dang.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, we are.
What are y'all saying over here?
Well, you're one of those hot boys.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Who are...
Do you think I'm a hot boy too?
Sure. Who are the three of you?
Oof.
All right.
Wow.
Didn't seem too confident in that answer.
Don't let it phase you, buddy. You're very attractive.
Thank you, Grandma. I needed that.
You're welcome. Hi, we are the detectives solving the murder that happened here.
Cute. Is this your first day? Or...
It is. How'd you know?
I took a guess.
Wow.
Huh. He's smart.
Handsome and smart. Wow.
Thank you. Yes, I am. So what can I do for you three?
Well, I've got just a bit of a introductory question. Did you do it?
No.
All right, this one's in the clear.
Okay. We just have to ask everyone.
Yeah, just to
You
be
know.
sure.
I understand perfectly.
What's your name?
My name's Emery Justice.
Emery.
The Soren Justice is my father, and the Lotta Justice is my mother.
And Harper's your sister.
Yeah, you didn't even mention Harper.
Well, we don't have to go there.
You two don't get along?
Well, poor girl, she tries. But she's not, different strokes for different folks is kind of what's happening here. I don't know. We don't have a lot in common. We don't talk a lot.
Well, what's your deal? What do you do? What's your story?
Well, I'm a ranger out east. I joined in hopes that maybe someday I, can look up to or live up to Dad's great reputation. I work out.
You work out. I can tell.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can tell. I do the same. I don't know if you noticed.
We're detectives, but I think even if we weren't detectives, we'd be able to figure that one out.
Good job.
You ever do any arm wrestling?
Yes.
You want to do some right now?
You two should arm wrestle on this table.
York slams his elbow on the table,
That's cute and all.
flexes his hand.
But maybe this feels a little inappropriate.
Why?
York wiggles all of his fingers individually.
Don't make me animate that.
Yeah, zoom in.
Jacob looked me dead in the eye as he wiggled his fingers at me.
York wiggles all of his fingers at 60 FPS.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
rotoscope that.
1 frame per second.
So you're not gonna?
It feels a little inappropriate. I mean, sad over here, mourning the death of my father feels like I would just be playing around. And, I really want to get to the bottom of this.
I mean, that
It's
means
murder.
you lose by default. You know that, right?
This is the first person we've talked to who wants to get to the bottom of it.
and we're negging him on to arm wrestle.
Sorry, we're just used to a lot of shenanigans and people not taking it seriously what happened. But you're interested in solving the case. That's wonderful. Because
Yes.
so are we.
Yes. Good.
So what do you remember of the night leading up to what happened?
I don't know who you've spoken to yet, but I came here on my mother's invitation. She knew that a threat was happening. She called me in, said that, maybe we needed some other strong fighters just in case a fight broke out or someone tried to break into the home. So she called me out here to keep guard a little bit, use my ranger skills to see if there were any danger coming up. Well, not a lot really happened. Some people were in and out of the party. A few of the people, very famous. My friend Falcon was here. She was mostly here most of the night. Didn't really leave too much. So I don't think she probably did it. I do know that big guy, the guy with
Me?
the... No.
Oh,
The guy with the little one.
me?
No.
Oh,
And me?
No.
No,
No.
we weren't there.
Who's the one that's shaped like an egg a little bit?
Ogilvy.
you're talking about
Ogilvy.
Applebee's.
Yeah, and Jim Davis.
Yeah.
Applebee's and Jim Davis. Yes. They kind of disappeared for a little bit. I don't know if...
They were doing a whole mask thievery shenanigan.
Yeah.
They were doing thieving.
Yeah, they were doing some stealing, getting
Yeah.
some cute masks.
Like these, I pull the mask out of my pocket.
Yeah, like those.
Yeah.
Is that from this house? That seems familiar to me.
Maybe. I put it back in my pocket.
Do your parents own this house?
I imagine they do.
You imagine they do.
I mean, why? How else would they live here? Right?
Interesting.
They own this place.
You can rent
Okay.
a house.
Maybe they found it.
Yeah.
They what?
Maybe they found it. It was empty.
Are
How
you,
long have they lived here?
Are you implying that they're squatting?
Well, no, they could have been standing or sitting. There's lots of places to do
Is
all
this
sorts
the
of
house
things.
you grew up in?
Yes. Yes, this is the house I grew up in.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they've had it for a while.
Yes. They've had it since
Okay.
before I was born, even. Yes, lived here my whole life until I moved out east to the woods.
How'd you get that scar?
Oh, early on in my ranger career, you get into a fight here and there. It's bound to get some scars.
That's not an answer.
You got it in a fight?
I got in a fight,
Like a knife fight?
Did you see the knife fight, or were you in the knife fight?
What is it?
Ooh, I was in the knife fight.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I won.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
So it's a knife. You got cut by a knife.
yes, in a fight.
A knife fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Why didn't you just say that? Why are you always talking around the thing? Just say the thing. Can I sidebar with Rose and Grandma? I turn around and I take them aside a little bit.
Hi, York.
Yeah, what's up?
I was remembering something Sam Ugg said.
Uh-huh.
She mentioned that this one and the sister one that we hate,
Mm-hmm.
that they were being a little suspicious on the night. She mentioned they were being weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I ask him directly about it, he's probably gonna do that thing he does where he talks all around it again.
Yeah, probably.
So I don't know what to do. Should I hit him?
Maybe we can press the sister angle.
Yeah,
a little
maybe if
more.
we talk a lot more about Harper and how much we dislike her, we can get something out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sibling energy right there.
Hell yeah, good work, team.
Hell yeah.
Let's get back to it.
Hell yeah.
So you mentioned you and your sister don't really have much in common, but what was it like growing up with her?
No, it was fine. She's always concerned about money this and money that, and that's not...
It was fine
It was fine.
because we've met your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't seem fine.
Yeah.
Oh, poor girl, she's trying, but what
I
can you
don't
do?
think she is.
Well, Yeah. But I don't want to be mean to my sister.
Do.
She is my sister.
You can be a little mean to her. It's just us.
She tricked us. She led us on and tricked us into doing free drawings for her.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
She tricked me into peeing on her a little bit.
Yeah, York did pee on her. It was really funny.
And as you know, that's a high orcish compliment, which I would reserve only for my loved ones.
I mean, I'm sure she's grieving in her own way, so I'm sure she was more annoying than usual.
Are you grieving in your? Is this your way of grieving?
Yeah. The man was great, and I really aspired to be someone much like him. You know, that he was a very powerful man who got a lot of fame for his great works. And that's, what else could you aspire to be than that?
What was he like as a dad?
Oh, he was fine. Yeah, he was as involved as he can be. He trained with me whenever I asked. He was a little strict, but that's what happens when you're the son of a paladin. He was okay.
Okay.
Just okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any other dads to compare this to, so I'm gonna give him a hearty yes.
Thumbs
Hearty
up
yes for dad.
Thumbs up for papa.
Just imagining him like handing him a Father's Day note. It's like, dear dad, yes.
Yes.
Love, Emery.
Approved.
You sure are one of those.
You're it.
I guess. I definitely get the impression that maybe he spoiled your sister a bit.
Spoiled is relative. I think, she got away with this or that. She was always a little bit of a high and mighty sort of princess. But, what can you do? Youngest sibling, daughter of two famous people, famous paladin and a famous socialite. It's bound to happen. You get dragged to so many of these parties, it's bound to rub off on you. Surrounded by so many rich people.
Do you go to these parties a lot or gatherings like this?
I mean, I used to growing up until I signed myself up for the Rangers and moved out there, so I didn't have to be involved.
How long ago was that?
Oh, I joined when I was 18, so I don't know, 10-ish years ago.
Wow, you're older than Jancy.
You look way better than her. I
Maybe.
mean, no offense, Jancy, but you look much older than this guy. Maybe you should have been a ranger.
I'm starting to think this myself, that I should have been a ranger instead of this.
At least you got to spend time with us, though, right?
Yeah.
Treasured.
We're pretty
moments.
great.
I know that we're delightful, Jancy.
It's been great.
All right, listen, Emerald.
Emery.
Do you know anything helpful to us that could help us get at who murdered your pappy? I'll tell you a clue we found. We found a knife bed and we found some knife's pajamas, but we're still looking for the knife, and I know you've seen a knife fight.
You found what?
I don't think I could have been any more clear.
A
Knife's
knife's
bed,
bed and a knife's
pajamas.
Do you say pajamas or pajamas, Emery?
Pajamas.
Okay.
So I'm no detective like you guys, but I'm going to take that means a sheath. And what the hell is a knife bed? A pillow?
I mean, we can show you.
I reach into my deep pockets and I pull out these clues.
Interesting. Well, I've never seen this before, and I'm trying to think if anyone would have brought an ornate knife.
Yeah, does this match anyone you may have noticed at the party?
I mean, I'm trying to think of the people who had money at this party. Let's see.
I thought everyone had money at this party.
Yes, probably. Really. If they knew my parents, they probably had money. What do we have? Could have been the owl man. I think he does something With accounting, I'm not really sure.
This doesn't really seem like his style.
Yeah, he was really sweaty.
Yeah, he was sweaty and boring. I wouldn't write him off as an ornate dagger type of person.
Sweaty as in he could have done something he's trying to hide?
I think it was just his personality.
Yeah, neither the box or the sheath are particularly wet.
It seemed like a social anxiety disorder to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like he's also just kind of embarrassed and terrified of what his son might do at any moment.
Yeah, he was awful, that little son.
He didn't set up boundaries.
Yeah,
That's
we
true.
talked to him about it.
Very important to set up boundaries with your children.
We solved that case too.
If you don't set up boundaries, you wind up getting someone like my sister. You know what I mean? Someone who's...
Yes.
Yeah.
Gee.
Thank you.
You're
know.
telling me.
I know.
You know, if I had to go out on a real limb here, I would say that this knife kind of seems like your sister's style.
Oh, that is true.
It's nice. It's got jewels and stuff. Does this seem like maybe something she would own?
Yes, actually, now that you mention it.
We did talk to a few people, and we heard a little rumor that maybe she was acting weird at the party. Do you have any insight on that?
She's kind of a weird girl, let's be real.
Right.
But I know that she has been trying to do this whole little thiefy thing, whatever. She, for some reason has it in her head that maybe she could be a famous thief herself or something, as if that's possible. But she, I've seen the things that she uses for when she goes out to do her, as she says, job. And it's all very impractical, very showy offy. So it could have been hers. You are right.
Interesting.
I could see her buying something with a lot of jewels.
Now, Emery,
Yes.
you work out in nature. You while you were, sort of on guard at this social gathering trying to protect your dad from threats. You didn't happen to catch wind of any large animals like
Grandma.
like a rhino, like a rhino.
We can't keep
Like a
barking up
what?
this tree, Grandma.
Grandma, we're
It's just-
gonna have to have a discussion in private.
It's
about
like if
this.
anybody's gonna know about rhinos, it's gonna be this guy, right?
Well, yes.
Well-
This is the last guy I'm gonna ask about rhinos.
Holding you to that.
I would know about rhinos, though. I've seen plenty of them.
Yeah, are there many rhinos out east?
No. Well, yes. Out east, yes. But not here, no. Have any of you been out east?
I've been up north.
None of you should go out east. It is dangerous as all hell. Only go if you're feeling particularly brave.
I think I might have to head out east, y'all.
I don't recommend it, my friend.
I need to. Oh, it's just getting more and more tempting the more you
Yeah,
say.
that sounds like you've really sold it to York there. So again, just one more, just for me, you didn't see or hear or smell any rhinos.
No, I did not see nor smell nor hear any rhinos, no.
Man,
You've got to try, if
it's a crafty
a little clue you've been given, then you must...
crafty rhino.
It's not
You
a clue
must
we've been
seek it out.
given.
Oh, was it not? Then why did you ask me about this rhino?
Just don't
I
worry
thought-
about it.
Okay.
Call it a detective's intuition.
Grandma, don't answer his questions. We're asking the questions here.
Oh.
Right.
Yes,
We're the detectives.
That's right.
We're the
You're
detectives.
The detectives.
Listen, Emery, do you have any special clues or anything that might be helpful to us on this investigation?
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe some dirt on your sister.
Got some dirt? Did you see anything? Did you hear anything?
dirt.
Did you
on my
feel
sister.
anything? Did you smell anything? Did you touch anything?
Well, I've grew up in this house, so I probably touched something. But
Fingerprints are everywhere, Jancy.
let's see. Don't you my sister? Don't know my sister. Thief. Annoying.
We know these things.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. I mean, at some point in the party, I have to admit, I have to tell you, I wasn't there at the party the whole time.
Oh.
You know, I went into the kitchen to see if anyone needed some help because, you know, I didn't want anyone to be too overwhelmed with what's going on, you know, plenty of people. Hard to slip up. So I went in, decided to take a little walk around the house, you know, just for a couple minutes here and there. But I came back. I didn't really see anything suspicious while I was out. So something could have happened there.
And what around when in the party was that?
It was around 8:30, I believe.
We heard that your dad went off at some point with someone to give him the fancy whiskey.
Yes, I do believe he did.
Do you know who that was he went off with the fancy whiskey?
I don't remember. Maybe
So you did just like a super terrible job. Here is what you're saying. You pretty much
I think we've established that everyone in this house did a super terrible job at what they were supposed to be doing.
nobody did sort of the thing they needed to
They
do.
give us a hard time.
That's honestly suspicious, all right, on its own.
You know, maybe he left with what's her name? Falcon? I think you know, he always tried to show off a little bit to the more prestigious of the people here.
Well, she didn't do it. She's chill.
But she was pretty chill.
So you agree, she's chill.
Yes. I think that's basically it. I'm trying to run through my night here. Did my
Listen, man,
Yes.
I get it. I understand living in like your parents' shadow, you know, the High Forge clan. All they talk about is forging armors and weapons for big time warriors, and I'm not about that. I'm trying to make my own way. I appreciate that you're trying to make your own way in the world. That's got to be frustrating then while you're out making a name for yourself as a ranger, you get called back because there's some drama. Your dad, you know, has to be the center of attention. Some stuff's going down.
Well, it is
You
what
know?
it is. You know, if the family is threatened, you have to do what you have to do. You know what I mean?
Well, if what you had to do was protect him, you didn't.
Well, you know, we all do a little bit of a whoopsie now and again.
A little bit.
It's
You
just a
think
bit
This
of
guy is
a-
unflappable. The whoopsie again. So relatable.
I really thought he was gonna get mad about that one, Grandma.
Yeah.
You think the
Wow.
man would be able to protect himself a little bit better, seeing how big he was and how
Ooh,
famous and
okay.
talented
Here
he
we go.
was. But
Here we go. Here's the dish.
you know,
You know?
you know, things happen. I guess things can happen.
Whoopsies happen.
Whoopsies
Yeah.
happen. You know, I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly how my dad could have been killed. But you would think a man who's so strong couldn't be taken down so easily, unless there's some trickery happening. Someone sneaky, maybe. So, I don't know if you've probably spoken to my mother, I imagine. But,
Yeah, she
She was
seemed real
very
sad.
sad.
She's
Yes.
probably the most sad of any person we've spoken to.
Yes.
yes, she is very upset about the death of my father. But, you know, now she has a lot to consider in her life. Her life is changed. Her partner is gone, and the breadwinner of the house, I guess, is gone. And, you know, that probably means she'll have to move, and there's a lot of consequence that happens here. She can't really...
Is anybody sad?
I'm sad.
It sounds like you're being very clinical.
This is how I deal with sadness when you're in the Rangers, you know. And if one of your men dies out in the field,
Yeah,
You
fields are
can't-
dangerous.
you can't be...
It's where the trains are.
There are no trains where I am.
And you call it dangerous?
Yes.
What were you saying? I feel like you were onto something.
just gonna gloss over the fact that he said it's dangerous out east and there aren't even wild
Not
trains.
He
even
glossed
wild
over the
trains.
fact that York has 2 stomachs.
That's normal.
I
This isn't normal.
What isn't normal? The trains not being there?
What's dangerous?
Yeah, what's dangerous?
The wild
not-
animals, the magics, the wild magics
Oh
that
my
are happening
God.
out there?
You got me all excited about the East. I didn't realize it was
Are
baby
you about
town.
to tell me that my job is not dangerous?
I mean, it seems like it's a little tea party frolic over there, if you ask
Well,
me.
you come out. You come out to the east,
I will. I'm
and
gonna.
I will show you.
York has never lost an eye in a knife fight.
That's true, and I've been in a lot of knife fights.
Have you only ever been in one knife fight, Emery?
No,
You can tell us.
I have not
It's
only
okay.
been in one knife fight.
It's okay if you've only been in one.
Most people don't get in any knife
I've been in
fights.
0.
I've been in 3.
This is unbelievable to me.
I mean, dogs' teeth are kind of like knives, and
Yeah.
I've sort of wrestled a pooch or two. So if you count that, then
I think that counts.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I just want to point out that all you little detectives have done since entering this room is berate me and just yell at me this whole time and just make fun of me and my family.
who's yelled? Who's yelling?
I haven't yelled. You
This
know
is
if
perfectly
I yelled.
calm.
You're yelling. Oh, you're angry.
This
Are you
is
mad?
Unbelievable to me.
I'm sorry we emasculated you, Emery.
My father is dead, and you've entered my house and just made fun of me and my job.
This is your parents' house.
It might not even be your parents' house.
Tomato, tomato.
Based on some other information we have, but go on.
What do you mean it's not my parents' house?
Well, it might not be. We don't
might
know.
not be.
What
Jury's
do you mean
out.
by not might? You mean because
might
they're
not be.
losing it because
See, this is some of the emotion I was expecting to get about your one and only father in this whole world.
It's okay. So what he's
Being
most
stabbed.
sensitive about is that his job is very dangerous.
Is-
Which
well,
it isn't.
supposedly, yeah.
Yeah,
well, I
that's
was
what really gets him.
trying to explain that when your men die out in the field, you need to keep a level head so that you can react, you can give details, and that is why I've been so calm. I've been trying to be helpful.
Well, I'd love if you gave us some details, sir.
I don't have anything for you. I don't have any info. My father was a very powerful paladin. My mother was a very powerful socialite. They have many enemies from those jobs combined, I guess. I don't know who killed my dad. It's unbelievable to me that anyone could take down a man that strong. And it had to be someone sneaky, right?
Strong people can be sneaky.
I don't think strong people can be sneaky.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but you can be strong and sneaky.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Don't you have to be strong and sneaky to be a ranger?
No.
No?
What do you have to be a ranger?
Strong, brave,
And
smart.
when you're trying to get the jump on a wild animal you're stalking,
Like a rhino?
like a rhino,
You don't need to be stealthy if you are strong.
This seems foolish to me. That
You're
seems a little
saying,
foolish.
York, you're saying that you sneak up on wild trains to kill them.
If that's the only way you can kill a wild train, I'd love to see you go head to head with one, see how that turns out for you.
What is the weakness of a wild train?
You got to get over in the engine compartment while they're sleeping.
Wow, it sounds like you've never faced a wild train, tough
If you
guy.
haven't seen one, I would understand that you don't get what it's like to experience true horror.
I'm pretty sure I could fight one.
if we had run into you earlier on in our investigation, we would have gotten along great. But we've had ourselves a bit of a night.
Yeah, I don't
You've
know
had
if-
a bit of a
if you
night.
know what we've been dealing with all night.
Yeah.
Literally nobody wants to
So-
be helpful.
If you've been trying to be helpful, sorry.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah.
It's just we're trying different tacts here, and maybe we overstepped.
We're doing good detective, bad detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been getting us far so far.
We tried bad detective this time.
It's just everybody we talk to is very cagey, is like clearly has more information than they want to give us, and like I get that. That's part of detecting. So we're trying some stuff,
Yeah.
trying to get a rise out of people.
I feel like this guy's been a little bit more helpful since we started negging him.
yeah,
I like it.
but it's not personal. We're just trying to solve the mystery.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's, I guess, fair. It's your first day on the job. I'm sorry I lost my temper.
It made me
Just-
like you more, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Humanized you a little bit. You were kind of stonewalling me a little bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to know there's a beating heart under there.
Yes.
Yeah. We're all cool here. And we're not gonna snitch on you if you like say something. You know?
can be strong and express your emotions. That's where true strength lies.
That was surprisingly inspirational.
Thank you.
It's something I try to teach my men every day, and I think that's one of the many reasons why they appreciate having me as their leader. It's getting that inspirational quote thing going on.
Yeah, quotes are pretty cool.
It's
Yeah,
all
it's
it
pretty
takes
cool.
to be a good leader.
You got one of those quote a day calendars?
No, where can I get one of those?
The bookstore.
Bookstore usually has.
We don't really have a lot of bookstores out east. It's just a lot of woods and wild animals and wild magics. It's you know.
Seems like there's an untapped market out there.
Oh,
You got if detecting doesn't work out, do you guys want to open a bookstore out east?
Yeah, sounds safe.
Yeah.
Seems like it's
I mean, it seems like the safest place to live to me, so
yeah.
don't you dare. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have one of those calendars. I don't. We're not really allowed to have possessions as rangers out there.
Well, that's what's so great about a quote is you just say it.
it's like a brain possession.
Yeah.
It's like a brain possession.
I'll be sure to pull one of those out while I'm hunting a wild creature. I feel a little bummed now. I'm going to be honest with you.
I think that's valid. Your dad is dead, so
Yeah.
Well,
bummed.
I was bummed, and then you made me upset, and that opened the floodgates, and now I'm feeling a little bit of a mess. And I don't like feeling a little bit of a mess.
I don't think anyone does, buddy.
Yeah, that's rough.
So why don't we do something?
Arm
Arm wrestle?
wrestle?
You gonna arm wrestle finally?
I want to
no,
watch
no.
you guys arm wrestle.
It makes me
get
feel
the
better.
blood pumping. You get the endorphins.
I wanna look at
doing
those
a little
arms.
Workout. Yeah.
It would make me happy and make me feel better.
I'm not arm wrestling.
You want to leg wrestle?
What?
Ooh.
I super
I
don't.
didn't take you for that kind of man, Emery. But if you want to leg wrestle,
I don't want to leg wrestle. I was
York
going to
puts his leg on the table.
get your leg off the
York.
table.
The exact same position as an arm wrestle, just like knee down somehow.
At least take off your shoes. They have a tablecloth.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
Thank
Don't
you.
all have to draw York feet. That's a very
Feet
specific
pics.
corner
York
of the
feet
internet.
pics.
York feet picks.
York feet picks.
Please comment York feet pics.
York feet
Hashtag.
Get it trending.
Trending on the internet.
Don't. This is not how I want this to go down.
It
do
already is, Julia. Where
what
were
do you
you
want us to
going
do?
with this?
What do you want us to do to make you feel better? Draw something?
Yes.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
That seems about right.
I would like you to draw something for me.
I've discovered I have a way more stuff in my art box than I even knew about.
Or we
so,
could keep it simple.
How cute.
Yeah, whatever.
I had a lot
Well-
of trouble with the stamps in your art box last time.
they really
and
they're all stuck together. They're covered in.
it got me really flustered, so
I think I was eating a sandwich over them, and so they're just covered in jam, real sticky.
oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I can make it worth your while a little bit.
Oh,
Okay,
want.
so you have more information.
I don't. No.
what?
I
So
have.
what-
So,
Yeah.
here's what I propose. I propose a little bit of a gamble. You guys draw me something. And if I like your 3 drawings, I'll give you this thing that I have that
Feet
I took from the
pics?
house. Not feet pics. I don't have those.
Well, you got
I don't
feet.
have a cell phone even.
Wow, they don't even have feet pics out east.
Wow. What a desolate, dreary place.
It's a
it sounds
desolate,
like.
dreary, dangerous place that I live
Alright.
in.
All right, we should open a bookstore / feet pics emporium.
Deal.
Well, anyway, I love a good gamble. Do you?
All right.
Does this sound good to you?
Yeah, sure.
As good as anything else in this house.
You're gonna give us and you actually do have some. Can we see the thing?
I have the thing. You're going to have to trust me. That's what a gamble is. You're going to have to put some bets on whether or not I actually have a thing to give you.
All right. Just know if it turns out you don't have the thing, you're exactly like your
Yeah, you
sister.
sound exactly like your sister right
If
now.
it's so we're gonna get. Is this a gamble for you?
Yeah.
Because if we
Yeah.
if you're lying, we're gonna think you and your sister are basically the same person.
No. I can assure you that we are very different people.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Who would like to draw first?
I'll do it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
A little
I'm
guy.
ready to draw for you.
Yes.
I'm ready to gamble with my drawing arm.
Let's see. What would I like you to draw? What would make me feel better? Oh, I know. Draw me defeating the person or thing or creature or whatever you think has killed my father. I just want, I just want a little bit of like a pre-revenge before we even have this person arrested. This is a turtle. Oh.
It's
Oh,
gonna
here
be
it
a
is.
rhino.
Here it is.
You know what, Grandma? I wish life were this simple.
Imagine if it was a rhino at the end of the show. Like, what a twist. I just pulled
Julia,
that
I
out.
swear to God, if it's a rhino.
You haven't met the rhino-adjacent character I've drawn.
Is there one?
No.
Oh.
I was about to say,
No.
Julia.
I don't think I would have just said that out loud.
I will lose my mind. I will piss my whole pants.
My whole entire pants.
All of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Emery, what's your weapon of choice?
Oh, my weapon of choice. Two-handed sword.
Okay.
Ooh.
Kind of seems like
Right
you're
in.
compensating for something, to be honest.
Right in there.
Maybe losing a knife fight.
Yeah. Lost one knife fight, had to get a two-handed sword.
Here's kind of my reasoning for having a two-handed sword. It's like a workout, Every time you swing it, it's like swinging around a heavy weight, But you need to aim it, so you need to have strong muscles in order to, control it.
Okay.
So you got to have pretty strong arms, you'd say.
Yes.
Perfect for a little arm wrestling match.
If you want to arm wrestle right now, while this drawing is going on.
Yeah, I do. I've been wanting to do it the whole time.
I can't watch you both at the same time. I want to look at those arms.
York slams his arm on the table.
If they start arm wrestling right now, I'm finishing the rest of this drawing without looking at the canvas.
No.
Is that what's
No.
happening?
No, it would be inappropriate.
You can't tease me like this, Emerald.
You can't tease
It's
all of us
Emery.
like this.
What does he look like? He's just like very handsome.
Yeah.
Caldwell.
Who?
But it's beard.
Yeah, Caldwell doesn't exist in this world, as far as we know.
Oh, okay. I mean, he might.
Unless.
Unless Caldwell did it.
Oh no.
What's his hair doing?
He's
Handsome.
got a side whoosh.
Don't forget his horns.
Yeah, do not give him that other eye.
What a beautiful stab.
Well,
This is a stab to be proud of.
yes, it would be. I love this.
It's unfortunate that it's just a rhino you killed, one of the easiest creatures on this earth to take down.
Have you ever taken down a rhino, Emery?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
We have those out east as well.
How many?
As part of your training, you have to go out and take down some wild beasts.
Well, yeah, but
So I, may have hunted a rhino or two.
only 2?
Well, it's a turn of phrase, meaning several.
Okay.
One time it was hot outside and I went to go fan myself with my hand, accidentally killed a rhino.
That's impossible.
Tell that to the rhino.
Did the rhino have a
didn't
heart
seem
attack at the
impossible
same
for him.
time, or
I swung a little too hard, smacked him.
Yeah, it was probably a young, very healthy rhino.
Yeah,
It's just York, He's just so strong.
I'm pretty strong.
I feel like you're making up stories to try to, I don't know. Do you feel threatened by me and my muscles? Is that why you keep threatening to arm wrestle me, or?
No, it's like the opposite of that. I
Making up
see some strong
stories.
muscles and I get all worked up. I'm like, let's go, buddy. You want to test them things out? Let's do a tussle. Let's have a tussle time. If you win or lose, everybody wins in a tussle time.
How did I not think that this would have been a possibility in this episode?
What?
That
What?
York would try to fight.
How
don't-
did you not
Emery.
think that?
I don't
don't
want to
know.
fight him. I want to do a test of strength.
Yeah.
I did not think of a contingency plan for this.
If I've got the biggest muscles, then my suspicions that I'm the strongest are confirmed. But if you've got the biggest muscles, I got something to aspire to, and that's also wonderful.
So, if you were to say someone was built like a train, would that be a compliment?
No human or orc or elf, no humanoid can be built like a train. It's preposterous to even say.
But that would be a good turn of phrase.
It would be horrific to see a person built like a train. They don't look anything alike.
I'm going to write back to my people and say that you said that I am built like a train.
I would never say that. That's what is it, Jancy? Slander? Slender?
Slender.
Slammer?
You'll get there.
Is he doing slammer on me?
Sure. Yes.
You're doing slammer on me.
Yes. That's correct. It looks like he's wearing tights, and I'm all about it.
What is he wearing?
Pants.
Pants.
He's got pants and suspenders.
Oh my god, imagine wearing suspenders with tights. What a look.
What a combo.
These are oh, I forgot to give him a little bit of a.
Yeah, there we go.
Booty. Yes, I do work out the glutes as well.
We know, Emery.
Part of my workout routine, let me just tell you, in case York, you want to write down some notes, is that every morning I cut down a tree, I cut off the limbs of the tree, and then I use that tree as part of my workout. Is that, I squat with the tree on my back, I do arm curls. It's pretty good. You should try it.
You
That
cut down
sounds kind of wasteful.
Yeah, you cut down a tree every day.
I work in the forest.
Trees are
There's so
nature's
many
gift.
trees.
It takes a long
That's
time to
beautiful,
grow a
York.
tree.
What's 1 or 2 or 3 trees?
I don't
Yeah,
know
in
if
the
you
grand
should
scheme
work
of
in the
things.
forestry business with that attitude.
I
I've
don't
lost.
work in the
I've
forestry.
lost some respect for you. I've got to
Yeah,
say.
how bad can you be, Emery?
I don't work in the forestry. Sometimes you need to cut down trees so you have a better vantage point in which to see your enemy approaching your wall.
Just climb up in the tree.
Yeah.
But
This is a tree you've cut down.
yes,
It's sad. It's crying.
You made it sad. I think you need to apologize.
I refuse. It's a tree.
I don't know
Well-
what to say about this.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's like
That's big oofs, my
my
dude.
least favorite thing about you.
Well, as long as that's the only thing, maybe one day you'll understand the
It's not,
usefulness
it's
of
just
cutting
the
down
least.
trees. Well, this is wonderful.
Nice, Grandma. That's what's making that cake blow up.
Powerful toots for me.
Yeah, that's a good toot.
All about that. All right. This is good. This is good.
Strong glutes, strong toots.
Yep. That's why I work
Boom.
them out.
Put that in
Oh,
your quote a day.
did Jancy like it too?
I approve of this drawing.
You're not even looking
Great.
at it.
Yes.
You're not even in the room.
Jancy,
I'm closing the door
we
behind
just want to
me.
make you
I'm
proud.
I'm very
right.
proud. Yes, constantly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Sure. Go. Yes. Go for it.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Who's drawing next?
Should I draw next?
Sure. What's
All
your
right.
name? I don't think I know your name.
It's Rose.
All right. Rose. First one was good, but then he drew me tooting. And even though it was a powerful and strong toot, I don't think...
Toots are natural. Like trees.
Didn't really
Yeah.
do it for me.
Well, you like cutting trees. I drew you cutting the cheese.
Yeah.
Ah,
Seems a little disrespectful, but okay.
no.
All right.
We're just funning each other with drawings.
Miss, I would like you to draw me. I mean, so something I see myself being in my life is, you know, working in a career that eventually makes me very well respected and you know, I'm known the world around for my good work. And, you know, I guess with that comes, you know, the security of money. So why don't you have me draw? Or why don't you draw me in my old age, surrounded by, let's say, what does my sister call it? Let's refer to it as financial security.
Okay, sir.
So you want to be an old man with a bank account?
Yeah. A
Cool.
well-earned.
Dream smaller.
You didn't strike me as this type of person at all, but you know what? That's fair.
Out in the woods ranging to hopefully one day be an old man with a bank account.
Yeah.
Well, you have
what
to
a
start
rugged
somewhere.
outdoorsman.
You already
are.
have rich parents. I'm sorry, one parent.
That's true. But, you know, you don't want to just take your parents' well-earned money and live off of that. You have to, as my father say, earn your lot in life.
Like your sister?
My sister doesn't work for her money. Are you kidding? She gets that money from my parents. I'm pretty sure. She's not very good at the whole thieving thing. I don't know if you got that implication anywhere.
I had a hunch.
I mean, typically you don't tell people that that's what you do.
What?
If
Thief?
you're if
Yeah.
like
Yes.
number one, if I was gonna try and make a living as a thief, wouldn't go around like telling people that's my profesh.
Even I don't do that.
Yes, well, she tells many people. She tells most people, really. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
She's over here talking smack, and meanwhile, Rosé's stolen half the stuff at this house already just tonight,
You what?
What?
allegedly.
I thought you'd still have a full head of hair as an old man, you know?
Oh, I'd have fabulous hair, yes.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Oh, I'm looking like a handsome old man.
Oh, yeah. I think you'd still be hella fit, right? Right?
Yes.
Just give you a very content smile.
Oh, lovely.
Kissable lips.
Maybe one day I'll, you know, have time for the ladies.
Okay, buddy.
You know, maybe once I've been promoted out of the forest out east and moved back to the major city, I will be in a position where I can afford to spend a little bit more of my leisure time.
What's the sort of advancement structure like in the Rangers?
Well, you start off, you start off as a little student cadet, whatever.
Is that what you did?
Yes, of course. You have to start off learning the ropes. So you do that, and then you get advanced to one of the, grunts. You do some forestry preservation work. You make sure the fort is well taken care of. You make sure that everything is in tip-top shape as much as you can. The grunt work. And then you get advanced beyond that, where you get more guard duties and maybe some patrols. And then, commander, and then...
This is so boring. Oh my god.
I thought I would answer.
That's really what you're out there doing, all this mumbo jumbo?
Well, if anyone attacks, we are the first line of defense.
Yeah, that's what I am up north, typically.
Who's attacking?
Oh, you never know who could be attacking. There's all sorts of wild magics out there.
Yeah, I don't think no one's attacking.
Certainly no trains.
Quote unquote wild magics.
Sound like the most terrifying things
Yeah.
in existence.
I'm going to say, I don't think wild trains are a thing.
Well,
What?
What?
that's likely to get you killed if you ever journey
Yeah,
up north.
that seems like a bold position.
You're
for,
practically a dead man walking.
someone in your line of work to
It just seems
but-
ridiculous to me that there would be wild trains.
Well, you seem ridiculous to them.
I mean, York is not a liar. I only just met him earlier today, and he's been 100% honest about everything.
I trust York about everything he says.
Thanks, y'all. Man, it's been a long day, huh?
It has been.
It feels like months.
I feel like there's more hours in this night than there are hours in a typical night.
It's a long night. That's the mystery. The mystery makes the time go slow.
Karina, this is looking like Hot Santa.
And,
Looking like Hot Santa, and I'm very into it.
bruh,
Yeah.
you gave me some hot Santa looking guy. You want him to be old.
Yeah.
That means he's Santa. He has a beard. There's your little cloak.
All olds are Santa.
We all
You know
eventually
what
become
they
Santa.
say.
When you go to like the movies or a museum, you get like the child discount, and then you have to pay like full price, and then you get the Santa discount
Yeah.
because you're at
Yeah.
the Santa age.
Yeah.
You either die young or live long enough to see yourself become Santa.
I just think he'd still be real fit. Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're gonna keep this up.
I
And
absolutely
let's
would.
get you some wealth in here.
I don't think there's ever been a moment in my life where I haven't been strong. Really.
What about when you were a baby? Were you a strong baby?
strong baby?
There's no such thing as a strong baby.
Oh, but there is a thing like wild trains.
Yeah.
Or York, were you not a strong baby?
No one's a
just-
strong baby, but
I
orcs,
just assumed.
orcs are only a baby for a couple hours.
Oh,
So it's a very limited time. So if someone wanted to take me out, that would have been the time to do it.
Yeah, it's too late now.
they missed their window.
They missed the window. That window's closed.
Here's your priceless Voss.
Ooh.
I just love the image of someone going to go like punch Baby York, and it just goes past the threshold, and Baby York just grabs the hand and is like, no.
If you could go back in time, would you punch Baby York?
I would go back in time and befriend York earlier.
Yes.
So I had him in my life for longer.
Aw.
Because he's
Grandma,
so delightful.
You got me now. And that's all that's important.
It is.
We got each other, Grandma. And Rose,
We're
you
gonna
too.
listen.
Wow, thank you.
Whether or not we solve this mystery, the three of us are we're gonna do some orcish mushrooms together.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to be roommates?
Sure.
Yo.
Absolutely.
I bet we could get up to some hijinks if we all lived in an
Yeah.
Yeah, it
apartment.
would be so funny.
That's hinting at the sequel to Draw Detectives. that Julie's
Drewmates.
planning. Drewmates.
True mates.
It's going to be more of a sitcom vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much to solve, but like,
No mysteries, just
you go to the store and you need to buy some eggs, so you got to draw the cashier a thing.
Yeah, but York wants more eggs than there are in the store. It's a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Every episode follows a standard syndicated comedy A plot B plot formula, and we have to draw it.
Does he have a painting of York?
Yeah, art.
Wow, an incredibly
Yeah. It's
priceless
just like
piece. How'd you get that? Dang.
Why would I have a painting of what's his name? Bork?
because you respect him.
I mean,
You know his name.
trust me, in the future, you're going to want to have a painting of York.
What?
That's going to be worth some money.
I didn't realize
God.
what kind of painting it was going to be.
It's a tasteful nude.
Now that's priceless right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, you know what else is priceless? Let's put it right over here.
Oh,
it's the
yeah. Yorkie's
No.
little feet pics.
These are expensive.
Yeah.
Are you implying that old me would be living in a house with this floral vase, gold bars? I'm assuming gold bars.
I think
and
that's
then
what wealth is.
just York feet pics towards the bottom of every wall.
I
Those
think
are
that's-
valuable,
I think
especially
that's
out
what wealth
east.
is.
If you've got all the York feet pics, people are going to pay to see those.
Yeah.
Yeah. After we open up our store out east, and we'll be roommates, we'll live right above the store.
Oh, and the greatest trophy of them all.
Yeah.
Oh, that rhino you killed
Yeah.
in the previous drawing.
The revenge rhino.
That's continuity, baby.
That's perfect.
I'm enjoying this drawing as a whole. I think I should just say that now.
I'm glad. Because this is you now. This is your future.
This is my future.
Yeah.
Great.
Do you love it?
I do love it. Aside from the feety pics, but
No, you can say you love that too.
I
You're safe.
Is
You're
the
among
deal?
friends.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm
great.
glad you enjoyed it.
Very cute. Okay. Dork. Oh, that's fun. Dork. All right, Dork.
Does it make you
It's not
feel
his name.
Does it make you feel better to bully me?
Isn't that your name?
Do you feel like the big man now?
Mine's the name that always changes. It's Grandma.
Yeah. York's name is super easy to remember.
So, Little Miss, Grandma, and Dork. Great.
What do you want me to draw?
You didn't even
Alright.
say my name.
Little Miss.
Is Rose Little Miss?
She's not even I'm little. She's pretty tall.
Yeah.
All right. So, you were talking about me and how I've never hunted a train before. So, how about you draw me hunting and defeating a train?
I mean, that's absolutely preposterous.
Well, I want to see it happen.
We got to do it though, York.
I don't even know how I would depict such a thing.
You're gonna have to.
Oh, you got one of these. Got one of these things.
A scar?
Yeah, one of these things.
A scar, yes.
I just remembered that I drew York with a bunch of scars initially, and then I never put them in the render.
Yeah.
So his scars are non-canonical.
He got a really good skincare routine.
They're emotional scars.
Yeah. They're still there. You just can't see them.
I'll draw you doing battle with a train, and maybe, it's possible you could win.
Well, no one even give me the grieving son a little bit of solace on this day.
I mean, I'll say that you're gonna win.
If you're not a good enough artist to depict me winning against a train, then you have to do what you have to do. Take shortcuts where you have to take them.
I'm not an artist at all.
Well, you're drawing, aren't you?
I'm an orcish prince,
You're what?
first and foremost.
Why are you here then?
Secondarily,
Wait, you're a prince?
I came here to spend time with my human mother to learn the ways of human society, and so far it sucks butt except for Grandma and Rose.
Wow,
Yeah, we're
so
pretty good.
you're royalty
Yeah,
is what I'm learning.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm doing my my Rumspringa.
Maybe I could come visit you.
I'd love it if you did. That would change your tune a little bit. I think everyone can use a little bit of the Orcish tribes.
York, I feel like you've gotten better at drawing since we started this investigation.
Well, they say practice makes perfect, and I've sure had a lot of practice tonight.
Have you had a lot of drawing requests as this night has gone on?
Literally
Buddy.
everyone.
You have no idea.
What did you draw for my sister? You talked to my sister.
I don't want to talk about it.
I wrote "eat my butt" on a piece of paper and gave it to her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It was
Yes.
pretty good.
it was pretty good.
Oh, very into that.
It's interesting. You and your sister's requests are sort of like mirrors of each other. Like each of her requests were.
She requested eat my butt.
Well, she requested.
She requested "eat my butt" with her actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She wanted us to be drawing ourselves doing things we didn't like, and you want us to be drawing yourself doing cool things.
Yes.
So like there's sort of it's interesting. They're both very personal.
Yeah.
Like you can tell you two are related, sort of by what you've asked for.
Yes. I see. What is this? Oh, my sword.
Yeah, it's your big old
Don't you recognize
fancy
your
sword.
big old fancy sword that you stabbed that rhino with?
Yeah.
True. Yes. I forgot about that part of my canon.
It's hard to remember all of your canon.
Me talking about myself, my canon. Yeah, just ask York. He has a very interesting canon.
Yeah.
Get those muscles in
Yeah.
there, because I know you got some big ones.
What's some cool things that that York has done? Because this Orcish prince thing is a surprise to me.
Well, he held on to an antelope for how many days?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 full weeks on that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, antelopes are.
I kind of made it look like your donger. And I think I'm going to have to fix that.
That's kind of cool, though. I guess.
Yeah.
In a way.
I mean, that's why else would you have a sword like that?
I think I'm going to have to make that one better. Maybe you're just screaming.
I could fight it with my bare hands. Yeah. Maybe I lost my sword along the way.
Both of them.
We'll get you a hand up here, and you're kind of like, rawr. Gonna get you.
It does look like I'm going to tickle this train to death.
This is actually the appropriate train fighting form.
Oh, yeah?
You want to assume this stance, intimidate
Tickle
the train.
stance. Yeah.
Trains are scared of tickling?
Well, then they think you're going to tickle it, and the train's
Yeah.
like, that's not going to do anything. You lure them into a false sense of security.
You're sort of going for the door to the engine car, as we've established. That's
yes.
This is a door grabbing.
Sneaking up on
Form.
it like a coward. Yes.
Well, it doesn't look like you're sneaking. It looks like you're screaming very loudly.
Yeah, and normally you would already have been dead a long time ago if this were your approach.
Yeah.
But for the sake of this fantasy world
In this hypothetical.
that we live in here, so here's you coming up, and the train is sort of, it's all.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What is happening? Oh.
A good way to avoid drawing a train.
Silhouette.
Silhouette it.
Work smart,
I mean-
not hard.
To depict it is to invite calamity. Trains know when they're being depicted, and they do not like it.
They can sense it.
Sweat on your brow here,
Yes, working hard to defeat this train.
because it's been a probably a long battle. Mm-hmm. And
But I'll win at the end. It's fine.
you might.
Yes.
You might. I mean, you couldn't even take
mean,
a
I
knife,
will.
but
What?
sure.
I'm still alive.
Couldn't even get out of a knife fight unharmed. But yeah, a train fight, you're going to come out on top. That's definitely going to happen.
You don't know the situation of the knife fight.
Was it a train with a knife? I don't even want to think about that. That's terrifying.
That's scary.
Unbelievable. This is Pretty good, I have to say. I have no complaints about this one, really, other than the fact that I'm not standing triumphantly over it.
I mean, surely you will be.
Yes, eventually.
I just can't draw something I can't imagine. I
see.
can imagine you standing in front of a train and screaming, though.
A weakness on your part. Okay. So I do like these three. They're good. They're good. I mean, they're good. They're fine. Your gamble has won you a reward.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Oh boy.
Here it is.
Feet pics?
Here is a notepad that I have taken from the house. And it's a notepad of the great Wada and Soren Justice. And I know that their name is going to, just explode in the news soon, so I'm sure you could sell it for something nice.
A
You want
used
it?
notepad?
Instead of giving us actually nothing, you gave us like a piece of paper with nothing on it. So,
I guess it's technically something.
yeah.
It kind of feels worse.
You guys hear the door creak open a little bit, and Jancy is motioning with her hand to Grendon. Says, Grendon, can you come here for a moment?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Grendon, there is something actually pretty important with this notepad. I'm just sensing that maybe that this is like an actual thing. This guy's just an idiot.
I'm going to wipe my butt with it.
Yeah,
I'm going to wipe my butt with it right now.
Wipe your butt with it in just a sec, York. Just we've given this guy enough of a hard time.
I thought you didn't wipe, York.
I'm about to learn how with this thing.
Okay, well don't.
You should probably use something softer, or else it'll chafe.
Yeah, don't chafe yourself.
My
York.
cheeks are
No,
strong, Rose.
Okay,
If you guys-
do. We'll take it. We'll take it. Thank
Okay,
you.
Bring it. Just tell them to leave, and let's talk about it in the hallway.
Okay, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave you now.
Thank
Let's
you.
all talk about this in the hallway.
I'm
You're
sure
lucky
I'll
Grandma
talk to you
called
guys
me
later.
off. I'll arm wrestle you later.
Sure. Yes.
Is it one of those things where if you take the charcoal and rub it on the paper, you can see what the people wrote because of the indentation in the paper?
Yes, I do seem to see a little bit of an indentation in this paper. You might want to go rub pencil across the piece of paper.
Let's do that.
Jacob, would you like to grab the
my
mouse?
God. There's a hidden note.
There you go.
What?
I'm going to reveal it for us all to see. I'm going to use your biggest pencil, Grandma.
Use my large pencil.
Oh,
What?
oh.
Yeah.
I just had a feeling that man is an idiot, but he did accidentally give you an actual clue.
Wow. True magic.
Ah.
So it seems like someone may have written on the piece of paper. I mean, there's torn piece of paper at the top. I'm assuming that someone wrote it on a piece of paper and tore it off and took it with them. But yes, this seems to be pretty important, and I didn't want this to go unseen.
It seems like these people were trusted by the family.
Yeah, they were on the call in case of threat list. That's not been found anywhere.
So you've spoken to 1, 2, 3, 4. You've spoken to 5 of these people. So that's pretty good.
Tina is not one of the suspects, though.
She's not, no.
Interesting.
She's super trustworthy.
She's the most trustworthy and strong and organized.
And the first person we insulted.
I really feel terrible about that.
I do feel like the first person you insulted was probably me, but that's fine.
We would
Well,
never do that
know
to
what?
you, Dancy.
Me
In hindsight,
or...
maybe I don't regret that.
What?
Because
Unbelievable.
we're all pals and pals rib each other, right, Jance? Can I call you Jance?
Chance.
Jansport.
Oh,
Sure.
Jan Sport.
Jan Sport.
Be a good sport, Jan Sport.
I will not
Hey.
help you with any more clues, is what this conversation is leading me to.
You've already solved the mystery.
That's
Yeah.
true, I have.
I get the feeling you're not going to let us not solve it.
I can let you fail, and then you can just not become detectives at the end of this.
That sounds
darn.
great.
Okay, we've got a pretty good backup plan.
I think we got other plans.
All
So
right.
many.
Well, I guess on to the next room
Woo.
in the next episode of Detectives.
We did.
All
it.
right.
Did it.
Julia, I hope you're not actually as frustrated with us as Jancy is.
No, I'm having a great time.
Woo.
I'm having a great time. This is a lot of fun for me. I just feel like Jancy is a serious detective lady.
Yeah. In the story itself, it's been several hours, and what have we, the team, accomplished?
Yeah.
We made it pretty far.
We're
doing
getting
great.
there.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it together at the last minute.
You
Yeah.
got some juicy details from people, and you got some stuff that we can put together once we've interviewed everyone.
Yeah,
So,
we'll figure it out.
yeah. This is episode 8, and we will see you all in episode 9.
Woo!
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Goodbye, and we're sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.